What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the new garage. It is almost set up and we are getting there. But in today's video, we're gonna be working on my LS swapped 1973 Volkswagen Super Beetle. If you guys are unfamiliar with this project, it's got a heads cam 6-liter electric water pump, rear mount radiator, turbo 350 transmission, custom built floor on top of a shortened 1997 GMC Jimmy frame, and our goal is to go really fast and be a cool car. So, as you saw in our last video, I overheated it. I had a coolant drain plug pop out of the bottom of the radiator because it was a plastic plug and it was stripped out. If you didn't see that, go check out the last video and then come back and continue on this one. It would really help me out. But in today's video, we're going to be draining some coolant out and we're going to be putting a Gen 3 style 4-point steam port connection on the engine. Because right now I have the Gen 4 style that is the block off plates on the back and a connection on the front that connects the two, and I'm having trouble bleeding the cooling system. The car's doing good, but when I drove it over here to our new rental, it overheated a little bit still and it just got warm. I don't like that. So we're gonna try the 4-port setup, and then we're going to be also drilling and tapping our water pump and hoping that makes it a heck of a lot easier to bleed. So without further ado, let's drain the coolant and start pulling the water pump. Get all that done. Let's dive into it. Alright guys, so after all that, I decided not to drill and tap my water pump. I put it back on, and then I realized that I have steam ports for a truck. They won't clear the car intake, so I have to get a different steam port setup. So we're just gonna try and bleed it really good with this setup. So I put everything back together. The car's dead. I need to put a battery disconnect on it because it's got a parasitic draw. But we got the Camaro hooked up to it right now. I'm gonna throw my bleeding funnel in the radiator and try and bleed it out. I ended up getting rid of the expansion tank. I just cut the line to it. Now I'm just gonna plug it with a bolt, toss it back there so you can't really tell, and leave it. But I was just reading some articles, and they said to get everything set up, start bleeding the system, and then just have a valve on your steam ports, crack it, drain it into basically another jug, and wait until no more air comes out, which I never really did that, so I'm hoping that fixed my issue. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. May or may not record it. I'm gonna jump into it. Alrighty guys, so it is the next morning. I have been having an issue on the Bug recently, I don't know why, where it's draining the battery super bad. So we have a little temporary fix. We are throwing on a battery quick disconnect because this is obviously not a daily driver, and so I'm not worried about spending an extra, 30 seconds. So I'm gonna throw you guys up and we'll throw this battery quick disconnect on there, and hopefully that'll solve our battery drain issue. We'll see. Sweet. So there it is. It's actually pretty simple. All you do is just unscrew that. Your battery's disconnected. Screw it in, your battery's connected. So hopefully it works pretty well. I'm gonna fire up the Camaro, start jump starting the Bug, and see if we can get it to start up, cruise around, get it to charge, and then yeah, hopefully I can just disconnect the battery and reconnect it and not have to jump it again. We'll see. All right, so we've been bouncing around all day today. Had to run some errands with the wife. I don't remember exactly where I left off, but we got a lot done on the Bug. So one thing I forgot to put in is water wetter. It's made by Redline is the brand. And so I'm gonna try and pick some of that up today because I've heard that can drop your coolant temp. They claim by about 30 degrees, but from reading reviews, everybody's been seeing from a 10 to 20 degree drop, which this car could really use. It would put me right in the super safe zone. So I'm going to try and get some water wetter and throw that in soon. But right now we got a few things left to do, trying to finish up and fix the Bug. Trying to breathe. Let's see, what are we gonna do? Because I had a plan and now I am forgetting. Alrighty guys, so here's the deal. Fact of the matter is, the Bug is not running right now. I don't know exactly why, I don't know what's up, but it's surprisingly underwhelming and disappointing. It's a heads cam 6 liter. It should be, in this light little car, it should be absolutely dumb. I mean, it should be uncontrollable, and it's just not. We've got some meaty street ET radials on the back, but even then, I mean, I see like 400 wheel horse Camaros with these on there, and they're actually, you know, wait until they get nice and warmed up and sticky for them to actually grab. This thing just, it won't spin them from a dead stop. So we've got some diagnosing to do today. They're doing some construction work over there. Sorry if it's loud. But we're gonna do a couple of things. First, we're going to pull the plugs, check the plugs, make sure that we don't have a plug or two that are gapped too tight, or maybe the strap is touching the probe and that's why it's not sparking. The car runs really smooth, but I have done a lot of research on it, and I know that these LS's, there's a couple different cylinders that even if they're not firing at all, the car will still run super smooth. It'll just be obviously way down on power. So we're gonna pull the plugs out, we're gonna check it. After we do that, we're going to do a warm compression test. I have heard that that is a thing, and just make sure that we've got consistent compression all the way around. I'm gonna fire it up and let it warm up for a bit, and then we're gonna pull the plugs out, check them, it'll already be warm, then we can jump right into the compression test. So let's dive into that. LS plug wires. Alright guys, so it's a few hours later. I've been working on the Bug non-stop. I got 2 new big issues. I am like beyond done with this car. I can't even, I can't make this up. I seriously can't make this crap up. So, one issue that we got, let me just turn the battery back on because we got this little quick disconnect hooked up. Alright, let's tighten up. Oh, we got power at our handheld. That's awesome. So now, usually you would have stuff in the values like RPM or your coolant temp or your manifold absolute pressure or, you know, AFR, spark advance, all that stuff. Right now it should be saying zeros, and if I were to, I don't know, start the car, would pop up and, you know, say what the heck is going on. But nope, it decided not to. So, that's awesome. It is an issue that people have had. Well, connections. So I checked all my connections. Not that. And apparently it's totally a thing where the Phytech handheld can just die. Usually it's, you know, if the connectors get bent or pinched or it gets dropped or, you know, something like that. But with my luck and this freaking car, the handheld just died. Like literally 1 minute to the next not working. Like I was starting it and doing stuff, and I look and I'm reading all my parameters, kill it. A few minutes later, fire it back up, nothing. So that's cool. So I got angry, went inside, had some dinner, all of that. Then I walk out, I'm like, hey, screw it. Still runs. I just fixed a major issue that could be the reason why the car is so slow and not, you know, not making any power. So I tell my wife, I'm like, hey, let's go for a cruise. I really want to see. And I walk out to that for no reason. There's literally no reason. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, this car hates me. I'm not trying to just rant and be negative, but this freaking car hates me. Like, it's just puking ATF out. No rhyme or reason. Can't tell if it's the dipstick tube. Can't tell if it's the pan gasket. Looks like a little bit of both. So yeah, I'm just done. Yeah, so sorry guys. Hopefully we were hoping to go for a rip and see if this thing made any power, but nope. I got LS Fest that I paid money for and I'm signed up for in less than a month, and we're still chasing stupid issues like this. So I'm gonna order it tonight with money I don't have, and I'm going to buy an entire gasket set for the engine because the oil pan does have a seep. And then I'm going to buy a gasket set probably, or at least pump seal, tail shaft seal, and oil pan or trans pan seal for the TH350. Yep. And then I'm going to pull the engine out of the now running car, yank it out, and I'm going to put all new gaskets aside from the head gaskets because they're multi-layer steel and they work. Did a compression test on it. It's got like 160-ish, 165-ish across all the cylinders. It's within spec. Yeah. So, one major issue that I found today on the bug, which I can't say I'm surprised, but I had these fiberglass boots on my spark plug wires, and I had them going over the flipped manifold on the driver's side. And let me just show you real quick what I found. I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm really hoping this is why the car was so down on power. Here we go. Let's look. We've got one completely, I don't know if you guys can see that, completely cooked spark plug wire. Like, not sure how it was run, how it, you know, wasn't missing on that cylinder. We got two. Oh, there we go. Completely cooked spark plug wire. Just flaking off. And then we got a third pretty freaking cooked spark plug wire. So what I did is I went down, spent more money on the car. Somehow it gets me to do that every time I even think about looking at it. And I bought these spark plug wires, looped them around and down so they're not touching at all. If they get warm, they get warm, but they're not even close to touching. And they are Duralast part number 4681. They're for a truck. Not sure what truck, maybe a box van or something, but I just kind of looked through, talked to the guy, ended up finding those. So awesome. I was really, really excited to go take this thing for a freaking rip and see if 3 burned spark plug wires could have been, I don't know, spark leak, and a big part of the reason why this thing wasn't, you know, making any jam. Whew. So yeah, sorry for the rant. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Oh, one last thing is a new handheld for the Phytech unit, because they came out with an updated one that's better, much nicer. It's $200. I don't have $200 to throw at it to hope that fixes the issue. But it seems like it's a dead handheld. So decisions need to be made. More money spent, like always. But, sorry, they're doing construction over there. It is what it is. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys continue to enjoy my bad luck. I literally can't make this up. But if you did like it, please leave a like, comment, maybe share with your friends, subscribe. That stuff all helps me out. Well, guys, even when your car is fighting you and you're spending more money and random issues appear for no reason, don't forget to stay hungry, stay humble, stay motivated. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.